Yeah, this is wonderful stuff. So let's record it for adult numbers.
Okay, so yesterday before going to bed, I went to bed. They call me Dantem. Before going to bed, I set an intention. Say I wanted to visit the Akashic record. Me person I all the information about everything, and basically tap into whatever knowledge that I can. And see, me die, me sorry in them around 3 in the morning. And I bet na Hanum say. So me tena na me there something different cry. And then I did some breathing. Most of the time I do the breathing naturally. Me to I train from anekomimu. No ma hold this for as long as I can. And then I'll release it. Just me to honum say at 70 I say na me me atwe akomu. Na me to na me there. Me check me so anuma me the about one thing. So as I was doing it, I got to a relaxed state. Nti asɛ either sɛ m'ani kum m'ani nkum na mekata m'ani. So as soon as mekata m'ani, I started hearing some understanding of some things that I was asking questions about. And then it went on and it became very interesting. So then I stopped whatever I was doing. And I made tena honum na mekata m'ani and I stayed in that state. So the downloads that I got, most of it has to do with what we are doing here, which is trying to help everybody project their consciousness. And most importantly, for you to really understand what we are doing, because the projection has to do with ɛsɛ wote aseɛ ansa na watumi ayɛ. Anyɛ sɛ wante ase a ɛbɛyɛ den, maybe woyɛ koraa ba wonnim sɛ woyɛ. So then I started asking questions about all these things. So to begin with, you, Obia, as we've taught, you are not this physical body. There's something within you that is from the source. Okay, there's something within you that is from the source that is connected to everything. The thing that is within you now, your friend is so no. To me now, I want that to me is what was used to create everything. And see, when your soul comes out, it has the power or it has control over everything in creation. That's the understanding that I got. Say utumine epia it has power over everything in creation. So most of the time, when your soul comes out, you have to have an intention to begin with. And yes, also no coming out so most of the time when you are going to do practices now, try to set an intention, say, BB say, and now when the soul comes out now, instead of being everywhere at the same time and not knowing, because also in the Bible, sometimes we feel say, uni baby, unim the but what set intention now, what attention that call that particular intention now, what setting. Okay, so what attention caught that particular intention now was setting now, then you will have an experience based on the intention now was setting. And the analogy of the man was say, and funny say, also no yeah smoke. I say smoke. I don't know smoke tree. Yeah. I say engusi I except one, right? So also body in a etwano. And also it's formless. It doesn't have any form. So ubi etwane so then the soul will come out smoking the barbonting. So smoking the barbonting because it's formless, Ebeko baby, right? So the smoke will be everywhere at the same time. So for you to be able to localize yourself and I said to center yourself somewhere, no, I said we set an intention and I said we pay attention to a specific thing. And sana so nankasa I direct you to that very thing now per se focus on. So just for you to know, say, whilst you are learning to project your consciousness, say in a city, say a Pia Bontia, I also have an intention. That intention now be have no, and then they be more experience something. So without any intention, no, untimi experience BBR. So sometimes ube Pia Bontia and then there's nothing going on. And I've actually experienced that before. Last week, I die and I came out, but na me da honum. I didn't know semi PO, semi PO. I was just there. I didn't set any intention. So then that understanding came say before say any experience, with your consciousness out, you have to have an intention, right? And another thing that I got was regarding the emotional body and the third eye. So the third eye, is only connected to the astral body. So when you want to see beyond the astral now, you can't use the third eye to see beyond the astral. So most of the people that are doing astral projection, they are only limited, sorry, we use third eye, they are only limited to the astral plane because the third eye, is the eye of the second body now, basically. So which is the emotional body or the astral body. So we can actually open the third eye to experience the astral, but it shouldn't be the focus. The focus is to learn how to see with the mind. Now, a nana is very interesting, and it goes to those that are struggling to basically do the bilocation. The reason why most intimate the bilocation is because they don't understand what's actually going on. And see, and mom wants me and patch, someone pay attention to this one because and then the experience now open. So each body that you have, especially the physical body has got two eyes. The astral body has got a third eye. The causal body has also got an eye, and the mental body has also got an eye. When you are thinking, say, oh, idea, it comes in the form of a picture. Say, be a, say, I make us a fufua, right? Obeti word no fufuo no ba, the picture be ba dream. Sa picture na ubehu wa dream no, that is your mind eye. And no na wa dream any. Nti sɛ bi a mete asese a no physically m'ani wei nti mede hu adeɛ but adwene na ɛda wo tirim so ɔno so wɔ ani how does it see ɛdɛn na saa adwene no hu adeɛ sɛ obi ka sɛ dwendwen fufuo anaasɛ dwendwen I don't know car or think about a tree there's going to be an image in your mind saa image na ɛbɛba w'adwene mu no ɛyɛ w'ani w'adwene n'ani the mind eye ɛna wode hu saa adeɛ no so sɛ yɛka sɛ yɛyɛ bilocation na yɛka sɛ maybe itaka sɛ imagine a tree or imagine your sanctuary now initially you are going to think of a sanctuary but then saa sanctuary ɛbɛma picture bi abɛtɔ w'adwene mu okay saa adeɛ na ɛbɛtɔ w'adwene mu no ɛyɛ w'adwene n'ani ana wode hu saa adeɛ no nti sɛ wa wontimi nyɛ saa adeɛ no wontimi nhu sanctuary na then there is any problem what is the teɛ ne sɛ w'adwene n'ani no mbie your mind eye is not open okay w'adwene n'ani no mbie sɛ bi ka sɛ hwɛ imagine football a na sɛ wontimi nhu football no wɔ w'adwene mu a it means that w'adwene n'ani no mbie now initially what I thought or from some research that I did meant that there is a disability but from the download that I got It's actually not. Say why do you need to me picture? And yes, a disability. It's just that naturally no be will be. And it can never be shut down from what I got to know. It can never be shut down. But what it is, they say, I say, because it's a unyusu, unyusu, into I say ada, wadrin any no, I say akata. So what you need to do is actually activate it. Okay, what you need to do is actually activate it. Into me and imagine idea in the form of picture. Say be itaka say create desert na oti odi na hema. Now, so because there's something that you also need to pay attention to. Maybe you remember. Nti say me practice some techniques be or try me. Say me yeah no over and over and over and over again now. What will begin to happen is when in wondering and in the best at year. So say you can say imagine a tree. Obi ohonoma obetimi imagine a tree ni ba onhu ni ye. The unhu ni ye no means say wadwen no entimi hu in the form of a color. Etimi hu ade ba entimi hu in the form as I black and white. So then you have to activate the colors. Your mind eye no yes will activate my etimi hu colors. Into what you are going to do, especially again those that are struggling, what you are going to do to be able to activate your mind eye, is to think about a color, a specific color. See, okay, I say you use rainbow. So over rainbow colors, no pick any color. And then just think about one color at a time. Say be alpha color red. Now I can say, okay, imagine color red. Nti ofa ade a ɛyɛ red ano ahwɛ na ɔkata w'ani sɛ wobɛtumi ahu saa color red no ɛwɔ w'adwene mu a now ɛyɛ little bit tricky and ɛno na ɛnti na sometimes no mo a montumi nyɛ no modwene sɛ montumi nyɛ but you actually doing just sɛ wonte aseɛ wontumi mfa w'adwene ne nhu adeɛ te sɛ deɛ wode w'ani hu adeɛ no ɛyɛ different okay wonhu ne te sɛ deɛ w'ani wei no ɛhu adeɛ no the way I wadwene is who are in the form of as a old dream, but a beba in a picture form. Okay. Old dream idea no. But sa idea na old dream a be show picture be actual. Sa picture na show children would be name. Okay. Would be name. Sa de crona would no. And then the yes I and Nina make a no. Okay. Until you have to be able to practice over and over and over again to be able to see. And yes, say 100% cry, but ubetimi practice is an ebe kosro kakra. Until say ka say imagine color red. Okata wania. Try na say ubetimi ahu color red or wadri ma. Say untimi then use the objects. Until be I'll be far and say cap. Imagine a red cap. And I say, sorry. Yeah,
Yes, is continue. Continue.
Okay. Yeah. So offer one color. So color chrono untimi imagine then use object. Maybe say a color red. Imagine a red cap. Imagine a red ball. Imagine a red pen. Right? As you keep doing that kind of imagination, what you're actually doing is that you are training to activate your mind eye. Or activate while doing any sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a bɛtumi ahu the colors nti wode color red now imagine na sɛ wohwɛ na ntumi a then change the color but try to stay on one specific color for a period of time because by repetition the more you do it the more na ɛbɛtumi abie mind eye no ɛnyɛ sɛ wobɛyɛ no once bi na abie because it's something that from your childhood onyɛ that so it's there but it's not activated. Until we use one color, now the object account, until red tree, red ball, red shoe, anything red, right? Net try to see say ube whose idea no mind eye. Okay. And the more you do it, the more at the end of the amount. Because
Yeah, and then institute. Yeah, let me check this in. And the thinking process works the same as the imaginative or the visualization process because you are using the mind's eye. So you can visualizer, think in terms of oh, baby. Okay, oh, ball. Okay, or oh, something. But the moment you start thinking about something, oh, okay, okay. The moment you start thinking about something, about the pen, think also using the thinking. So be okay, red ball. Okay, maybe blue car. Oh, and then the idea of associating an object with it, is very, very important because then you have some object there because we've been seeing different objects. Obi who red card, Obi who blue card. And to the more you're doing that thing, it is bringing the visualization and it's activating the man's eye. The man's eye is the most important. Also, people talk about the third eye. The third eye is just the eye of the astrobody. It doesn't go anywhere. But with the man's eye, okay, and then because the mind's eye is connected with the soul, no, you are easily to be project or shift your attention. And I think this is true that we'll get there where we shift the attention. And this is your continue.
yeah, so the more you do it, the more to me activity or mind eye. Now, the importance of the mind eye is such that the opposite beyond the astral, you have to work on exercise na make because the one yes even projecting your consciousness out a bad thing because you need to be able to see because seeing is one faculty that very strong when it comes to your soul coming out because soul Bible and that's a bad thing. So then you have to be able to see beyond this physical, and the mind eye is the best option. The third eye will only limit you to the astral plane. So if you
Yeah.
want to maybe even go to the Akashic record now, untimi fa third eye you have to go there with your mind eye. And
Yeah.
so working on your mind
Yeah.
eye to be able to visualize. And
Yeah. And then the baby Anna, you talk about the mind's eye connecting with the inner planes.
yes, the to be able to the inner planes is all around us. So it's not somewhere, baby cry. It's just a vibration. It's all around us. So once you're able to at least visualize, not say you don't have to see even 100%, at least 30%, utiminya 30% visuals to say makata menina may imagine a red car. Now mitimi huno even 30% I'm good to go because once you're able to see just that much, the inner planes, is always around us. So it's a matter of raising your vibration, who raise your vibration with some of the practices now, yeah,
The breathing techniques.
yeah, the projecting techniques, no. Oh yeah, no, that's raising your vibration. I best shift your attention, from this physical.
Yeah.
Then you'll be able to see in the inner, because the inner is
Yeah. And then the idea of traveling.
sorry.
Yeah, institute. Yeah, it is. So the traveling is not actually traveling, or it's not actually projecting. It's just shifting of attention. So easy to touch on that because my network is not good.
Okay. So when we say we are actually projecting, we are not going anywhere because your soul is beyond space and time. And I may trust you say it's like the smoke in the bottle. When it comes out, it's everywhere. So your soul is everywhere at the same time. It is a when you come out, the most important thing is so is to learn to shift attention because whilst you are here, you are everywhere at the same time, or your true self, is everywhere at the same time. So the moment you're able to shift your attention, from this physical, then you are wherever you set the attention to be. Say be a metianum sesi a mpese me nko Andromedan galaxy. And I say mekatamani. And then I can visualize, right? Because you hear no. And then all I'll do is shift my attention from this physical. And with the intention, your soul has the power to put you right there, then, where you've set the intention to be. So we are not actually traveling or yen free a body no near to say the ufri hanomoko Ghana no UK ufri hanomoko Ghana.
Yeah, so
Back of a
we need to understand time and space. Okay, say space. Oh, nanti ako baby, so space. Oh, travel now to for you. Yeah, it's fine. You can use that, but we are beyond. You don't necessarily have to go from here to here or over 2 hour corridor. You just shift the attention. You are already there. Poof. That is the mastery we are trying to get. It is that mastery, in the higher level, your friend direct projection. Okay, where maybe you have to so call poof now, and I'm feeling now to from your mouth could do or no. You just be there because you are always at every place at the same time. And you just have to shift your attention, poof, and you are there, poof, and you are there. So you go to any Ramzan Galaxy, poof, now. And no,
um,
yeah, yes, you see it because, it can, okay, the word teleportation, that is, will sound good, Kakra. Okay. And untina mo amoye bilocation. Mo kaza mbesi yako baby eno ane yo ho because ko hana muti mene na mo no. Because other than that no senka mo travel na mo na baby na mo na portal bi mu anza na makwa ko duru or something. Okay. So we need to overcome the idea of time and space. The idea of say ufri he ko hana because your consciousness, it's not the physical. The physical body may travel from point A to point B. Okay. To say the one say we call a juma obenante kakra because you need to cover some space B. But in your consciousness, you are everywhere at the same time. Space is an illusion. You are beyond space. So you don't have to travel or you just shift your attention there. Poof, no pure. Okay. And it's not something hard, okay, but it needs practice as we are starting to do some of this practice. Okay. Yes, it will continue.
hmm. So that is the mind eye no. A very, very important. Anything I'm no start here because without the mind eye no, the bilocation you know, some of you are going to struggle if you don't really understand what we mean by visualizing, right? And see, pay attention, especially or some people have it naturally. Obi ohonoma ne de no ebie nti okata n'ani a na so yɛka sɛ imagine a house a otimi hu but obi ohonom there I'm like that but I'm entina me I was asking a lot of questions no because maybe there na 100% I can see partially nti I spend a lot of time asking these questions so that I'll be able to help myself and also help all of you nti or say if you want to see in the inner, you have to work on your mind eye. You have to work to be able to see with your eyes closed and using your imagination, using your thinking process.
Visual. Mm.
Wherever you are thinking about, you should be able to see it in your mind. So when to me, I know
Or yeah, or let's use the word daydreaming. I think that is the best word that's going to suit this. Daydreaming. First what one has all daydreaming nanka ubenya sika. Oh, unyinia how ubenya sika ube flexe. Now what you when you are daydreaming. And people don't take attention to this. Most of the time, if you are daydreaming, you see it power, but on your way. So I think daydreaming is nice, good because I think everybody have obia daydreaming pen. All of us has sort of yakati any fantasize about something you're daydreaming about, say be you took the ebeye or that you be yes be saying ebeye. As I think everybody have able to do some sort of stuff before. And it makes sense because of what is Trader is saying, because of the thinking process, because the word is mental. Okay. So the moment we start thinking about something, it has to be in pictures form or emotion form. Yes, to continue.
okay. So now let's come back to the reason why some of you, anti-million. Now, you have to understand, sir, what we are dealing with, it goes beyond the physical, right? We are actually dealing with the soul. Into a little bit work, I say we are juma kakra ewo. Na juma na yesa wo ya wo ho say. Any kwan say oma enyoma bebree too much. And at last, no, na nature, I mean, kind of say, you have to see yourself as a soul, not the physical body. So don't let life circumstances, and I say situation be a echo so a brabum no men man shall subebre. Because all my life situations I shall subebra. One, you cannot use the mind eye because all drain, right? And
Wondering.
yeah, you are wondering to be able to use your mind eye no. I say I would disconnect yourself from emotions, thinking about past and future, and only focusing on
The
paying
now.
attention to the now, what's happening now. And I say at the corner, yeah, yes, see, no. Say we are itaka se katuani na imagine your sanctuary. What's all them say na sorry to say, fufu bi akodi na wia.
Yeah, so
Bi
we need
akodi
to,
na wia na be bar for our dream.
yeah, so life is here and now. Okay. The future is just a projection. The past is just a memory. It's just on a timeline. The only thing that exists is the now. Okay. So we are always living in the nowness. Eternity is now. Okay. So when we start doing the practices now, you need to put all your worries, your life situation, where you move, all this stuff, you need to put it somewhere. Okay. So we will create a bag. Now they're funny in a room. Odadwe ne nyinaa fa gum na yakata so yɛahye yɛwie a wowie ano abie now if you want to, because a little bit of distraction, because you are dealing with something which need concentration, and you will be you are not well focused where you are here now now your mind is used to that. The moment your mind is still on in that pattern, so your mind will still be wandering because you've not actually learned to be in the now. Always you are thinking here, you are thinking there, you are thinking here. Now, also, oh, you made this. So your mind has been addicted to that thinking process. Okay, so the moment you close your eye, you start to do it now. Yeah, I can your mind that's I see wonder because you used to be doing it. Abu ho timi koda, and you may know koda no See, so this all this stuff, will start to have an effect when you start doing some of these practices. Okay, so that is the whole thing. You need to learn to live in the now because life is here and now. Okay, so the future is just a projection because the future depends on the now, and the past, is gone. It's a memory. You cannot relive the past. It is just a memory. You can visit it, listen. You can visit the past, but you cannot relive it. There's difference between visiting and do you know how the past it. That is why you can close your eyes and see what you did yesterday. But you cannot leave that exact moment, like you said, that we're living now. You cannot leave it. So that is why life is always here and now. The nowness. Yeah, Institute, continue.
Yeah, so to be able to do the practice now, once we start, especially when we come here now, try your best to be here. Okay. Don't be here and then wondering what baby for. Let your focus be what we are actually doing now. If you're able to do that now, the practice no betimi and especially or any that dream be or like some emotions be and I say assembly at all. Say oba hanom na say yeah practice na say saa de no wo three ma e be den so betimi aye sa practice no.
Yeah, and then
Aside the wadwe na enhu ade no one problem ana two wasa de adwendwen na sa akoka ho na kyerɛ sɛ wo deɛ wokato ani ahwɛ a ɛyi ha no maaba koraa ho.
yeah, and then the secret. Also, people talk about the third. Like the secret, they say, oh, one the inner planes. They tend to say, who use the causal body now? We into the astral plane and the physical. One to mean you see the physical, the astral body, no, and call the causal body. This one says, oh, we use the mental body now, the project. Everything you see the mental body, they are about the causal plane, and about the astral plane. That's how they about the physical plane. But we use the astral body now, ultimately, and call the causal plane. Campus, what they are calling the mental plane. Until they walk high, always have shadows, always have authority on the lower ones, waiting that visit to me, but the mom once, ultimately found cosro. Okay. So when you open the man's eye now, it's simultaneously opens the rest lower aspect of you. or lower aspect of even the third eye, the whatever, the crown or the heart, it opens because I know shadow. Nti who use no na energy now we use one hono some of them will turn on open the lower ones. Okay. So that is the secret stuff. I think people have heard about the man's eye. People have heard about the third eye. What is the difference? Which one is the highest? Bonds and I third eye, answer social media, they are YouTube, third eye, Kundalini, third eye, Kundalini, because they know it doesn't get you anywhere. It's only the astros. Okay. But the man's eye, you can travel into the mental plane, into the causal plane, into some of the astral planes. And it's easy for you to travel with the soul because the mind not ever in the soul. But also, I'm not used to say the third eye is the seat of the soul, right? So much confusion. So people think when you're using the third eye, you're using the soul. No, you need to use the mind's eye because the mind's eye, the mind is located on the mental plane. You see, so that is why we are training the highest aspect of it. Okay, that is the secret of Monka. So when you train the mind's eye to see, shifting of attention is not something difficult. Who will be a minimum video. Now you can put yourself in the video. That is what we are talking about. It is not something hard. Okay. But able to see, is the problem. So the masters, all may adapt in projection of their consciousness. So now so many the mental picture of something, no more shift or more attention, poof. The same way also television now radio be in China. The other word we also can say and our attention sanity. So if you can see in the inner with some pictures, it be a cabin, not to shift to attention. To say the physical your body will forget this, your consciousness will leave this physical body. Okay, and we have one technique which also you use looking obliquely, either on from the left or from the right. No shift to right. So the man's eye, is engine of visualization. That is where the secret lies. Okay, there are so many people who talk about out of body experiences, projections. Obia want theories, Obia want to know whatever they think. It is their own process. Well, so and also have caused many confusion. Obu talking about astral projection, but it's your money out of body experience. When I go out of my body, we go astral projection. You need the actual what is happening. Right? And that is the secret of it all. I don't know why people, as the other time, people were asking this question. I was like, all these questions or all this stuff some people are learning, it has nothing to do with the evolution process. Some stuff are fascinating to learn. It's fascinating to come here. People ask, no more and in the this. Okay, fine, but it is just an information. I did work university. You many subjects. Okay, many go for BBI. But the most important thing I will whole. By who knows who need wisdom. No, where it has nothing to do with anything. It is not going to help you anything. So people are learning some bunch of information, some bunch of stuff on the internet. Are learning and deep any theories near who do any but it has nothing to do with anything. Some information, but what is the knowledge are you getting from it? Are you going to help you with the evolution process? The same way, Adibu Ghana, we almost say, we emphasize Kamba. Adibu emphasize you so pesika, Adibu emphasize Kamba. Now, so the Uncle Balabalas are there now. So you are just, learning some unnecessary stuff. So, right here, very moment, what is the exact thing we need to be doing? But then I taught the whole spiritual whatever we're going to so that people can access the inner planes as everybody. That is the secret. No. So whenever you are learning something, learn something that has to do with you going into the inner. Because on a secret, because listen, most of the people, I am more knowledge keko, or more knowledge, or more theories, or more models, or more forming with their own minds. It doesn't mean it's the fact. Because the mind have the capacity to actually create all this tedious process. Oh, so way spirituality, this, where it has nothing to do with anything. On one hour, because that the mind can do it, and it will make sense to the mind. Wow, it will going to make sense to you. Hey, but maybe on one projection, on one or using the mind or the IR where it has nothing to do with anything. But you realize that when you start to go in the inner, connect yourself with your inner self, you too are going to find your own knowledge, your own self, like your own version of the inner planes or the wisdom of the universe. Because how I'm going to understand something is not the same way you are going to understand it too. But the basics, but how I'm going to perceive something is not the same way you are going to perceive it. Because how I'm going to experience some stuff in the inner is not the same way some of you are going to perceive it too. So you need to be able to go in there and access your own information. And this knowledge, and that is where I have a problem. Look at Ghanaian form. No one even teaches. They teaches a bunch of different theories now. This and now why and now this. What has to do with at the end of the day with the evolution process? It can give some sort of information, but what is it? What is it all? The whole about everything is for self-realization, and you only attain self-realization when you travel into the inner planes and attain a whole state of consciousness. That is why I think the Bible, I think you need to learn to die daily. So what some of we are doing here is learning to die. In other words, right? Dying daily, right? It is there. I think this one, the people who are more religious, they know. Dying daily. That is the secret. And that is have been always be the way. That is the path of inner travels. That is the way, the highest path you can take. And it is going to be that is always going to be the way. And it has been the way, the highest of it all. That is the whole highest of it all. It has always been traveling into the inner. Like Nikola Tesla even was a projector, original projector to access some information. So even great knowledge, those who can bring the inner knowledge power about the cosmic, the universe, are people who explore the universe. Look at how NASA almost travel, a spaceship or look at some information they are trying to bring. Look at Einstein. All these people were projectors. So that has been always the way. But people have been confusing. These are all part of the game and bringing all sort of teachings. It is interfering with the masses where they are learning a bunch of stuff, paying a bunch of money to a bunch of stuff where it has nothing to do with anything. Where when the moment they will die, they have not actually attained any single thing. Where it's part of the evolution process. But that person may think you will learn will soon be you, but in actual fact, you're not getting anything. So we need to use wisdom here very much because there are so many things around. Okay, fine, but as a wisdom person, wise person, what is the exact thing I need to be doing? What is the peak? What is the secret of it all? Is the inner able to project? That is the whole secret of the whole esoteric whatever from Madame Bravgasti, Aleister Crowley, all called to. That is the whole thing. They have something to do with the inner. They can go there. That is the secret. That is where it lies. Find some information media, and everybody have that potential to go in and bring his or her own information, and that is where we want that everybody can go there, access there, and then bring the same information down. What they don't find by me, and you may start to see that we are all privileged to that. These are all in us already. You see, but when I watch some people, what people are learning, I'm like, what is this has to do with something? Like, almost it has nothing to do with anything. And they are just learning it because they themselves they don't know. Right? Anyway, easy to finish and then let's continue.
Okay. So for those that are struggling to actually do the practice now, you have to start looking into your life and working on yourself, basically. Because the reason why I want to be in project, or sorry, want to be in exercise now is because one, you are wondering about why draining in and baby, and it's because of two reasons. You are using your astral body or you're using your causal body. What I mean by using your astral body is your emotions. I said some and you maybe I don't mean say many emotions. Either say a buffo or yao or time. Those kind of um emotions, no, a womu, right? And sad money womu a bit hard for your mind to focus. Nti sɛ wowɔ saa those kind of emotions no wɔ mu a you have to work on yourself to let them go. Ebi te sɛ deɛ na last no na the dream chase ɛka ne sɛ ohu whitefoɔ no anaasɛ ne bu afu bi saa no ha those kind of things sɛ woyɛ obi a wɔ saa nneɛma no wɔ mu a it means your vibration is low. Nti you best struggle sɛ even closing your eyes to see something a bit struggle. So you have to be able to overcome one your emotions. And then I make again, I'll refer always back to nature because nature na say the na make a train I drink kakra say if you are a soul, whatever is happening to the body, and it has nothing to do with you. Body ni a container keke, ana wo wankasa wo shem. So whatever is happening to your body, no, it has nothing to do with who you are. Nti mɛmma saa emotions na meka mebobɔ so yi, ɔtan, abufuo ne, mɛmma ne nhyɛ wo so bebree. It will come because you are in a construct. Wowɔ body wei mu nti ɛbɛba, right? But the secret is actually knowing who you are. Say, own your body, no, who your soul, no, right? And if you are able to reference yourself from the soul perspective now, it's very easy to overcome them because you have power to overcome them. And a second one here, those that live in the past and in the future, not itakas live in the now. Try to not worry about the YN and ra, especially although they say about the practice now, just for that moment in Nkwano, try to forget what we are and ra. And I say, try not to think about ochina juma bi call I don't know, skabi we expect and you might be who projected something in the future which enyan drew hono. Into the moment I'll bet nasi say, oh yeah, practicing don't really focus on the past nor the future, and then focus on at the end, right? And be here. Most of you, especially Tamana, your Discord, no. Once you saw a life na obi ni number be cry no oh yeah you are not here. Okay, your presence is not here, even though wabahanum yeah, so a life no waba, but one kasankasa unipaduana, sorry, we saw nan kasankasa de anyhow it will be for o dream you maybe. So upesa utimi ye by location now, especially try to forget everything that is going on around you and then be here now, um be in the now, try and be here as yeah practice now. And once I obey it here now, no, the thing that is left, no, is the visualization as a no, trying to see in your mind eye. If you're able to do these these two things now, we don't say the projection, the bilocation, no, about just like that. Okay. And see the importance is one, try not to be having any wondering about. Say who emotions be forget. Men fast idea number. Men thinking about and run ochna joining in our maninka. And then just be here. And then if you cannot see that means you say, oh mind I know MBA. If you do some research, I won't say online on Becca say a disability is not a mobile. It's just a way to kind of again false information to kind of talk people down because whatever you believe, it becomes a reality. And see, those information is just there to kind of put you down. So be a with your mind, and especially when I started now, I'm a struggle. When I went and did my research and they said it's a disability, and I said, nah, I'm feeling down. But after
Often a fantasia.
Fantasia, yeah. And mommy feel it down because me say, hey, and I say projection about me because if I cannot see with my mind eye, then obviously I
Yeah,
cannot project, right? So then it became some worry for me, and I continued to do research upon research. And then some people were
yeah,
saying, say, it's just dormant, you can still work on it. And then other people were saying, say, disability. But
yeah,
with what I had, the knowledge that I had, everybody has it. It can never be shut down. What is this? And they say you've not been using it. And idea I won't use to be obviously a better down. So what can
yeah.
I say to our bones say that crowd they can what the key back question we bones say battery and no wo. Until yes or charging right. So it's the same thing with your mind eye. I say oh
Yeah.
okay on it and it will activate. And the activation when
And,
what's dynamic
yeah, yeah, and then don't think so you're going to see it said when you be. Don't worry, just do the exercise, okay? Your people are thinking, oh, who needs it in the near be a who are there? Hey, any be no, please. There's a whole different eye you are talking about, okay? Yeah, and then please, and you say we are a baha, not only here on one every practice, please. Oh, fear, yeah, okay? Because there is a survival stuff. I think the other time I posted a video, Bobby Hammett. Also, yeah, only black people are always like, we are one with nature. We are one with nature. But when you look at nature, nature is the survival of the fittest. So you need to understand, as above, so below. This universe is about the survival, right? If you are one in nature, you don't understand that it's not about surviving, then there's a problem. Okay, so everything is just an illusion. So adapting and saying you are one with something, something which is even an illusion. When you are not one with your true self, which is the soul, your consciousness. Okay, everything is about survival. So, so there is a whole lot of confusion with the yeah black the friend saying yeah black spirituality, especially because they are different. Ọmọ kọ́ ọmọ say asem yɛ black Americans for no. Ọmọ kọ́ ọmọ abɛsɛ asem ni nyinaa. Ọmọ de ni nyinaa bobɔ bebree na crystals and this and Egypt na Kemet. I'm like, what? This is just a temporal, like you're going to live here anyway. So work on yourself to attain self-realization. That is all. No one is black, no one is white. These are all construct. This body is just a 3D construct. We are nothing. Sorry, we are not of these stuffs. We are neither feminine nor masculine. These are all part of the matrix. So when you are putting yourself and entitling yourself with this kind of stuff, then what is happening? You are agreeing to this idea, and then it is going to lock you down in here because it's going to cause an attachment. Okay, because when in
Mm.
actual fact, this is just an illusion. Okay,
Ita,
and what?
mame nka asɛm bi na merɛ mfi.
Okay,
Because one of the downloads that I got, what activate, about attachment. Now,
okay,
your mind, okay, to be able to liberate the mind, it talks about attachment.
mm,
Your mind gets attached to certain things. And for you to even do the projection, you have to start to detach your mind from the material, the
yeah,
3D. Zebia, Uyobia, when you cars, when you materialistic stuff, I guess I would detach it mind, from those things because your
when you're
mind,
about to do the practice,
yeah,
please.
when you're about
That's
to do the practice,
yeah,
your mind, the way it's here, Jumano, it likes to attach itself to certain things.
mm.
Okay, it likes to attach itself to certain things. Obi ohonoma ne there social media. Obi the piano social media. Obi on
Aha, and then yeah, let me talk about this. And please, those who spend my time on phone screen, please, it has something to affect your visualization skill or your inner mind. It have a way to shut it down. Please, so shall they be at the overhead low brightness in the kakra, and as I did, and as spend don't spend my time on the screens. Okay. Anyway, this is to continue.
yeah, so your mind loves to attach itself to things. So one of the ways to liberate the mind, especially again those that cannot do the projection or the bilocation, Wadrin is attached to certain things. It'll be I think say in our previous classes, some people also autonosis or a practice now bones and not a old timers and you born a born
Yeah. Was that much they didn't
old
know
timers
what
born a
I
born musa. That's
Yeah.
what we call attachment because we're so
Yeah.
addicted to music to the extent say
Yeah. So
or yeah practice na and you move born dream. Right? So
yeah.
all these things are what we call attachment. Obi ono ma sorry to
Yeah.
say mema no or dream about bi ho saa. Nti or yeah practice na bo say o ma na the same be our back actually na be born a dream and then na
Yeah. And then we will be so who consume sexual much of sexual content. Please, you can with my I mean man from kakrama due to this practice because it has a tendency to dominate the mind.
thank you.
Okay, so
And also okaka ho or say ma mo hwe pono no. We dey mamenka. Those that like to watch pornographic stuff, it has a way to your mind gets attached to it so easily because so what do any nation it has a connection with the mind and the mind likes what doing a padia
pleasure,
pleasure.
pleasure.
Thank you. What doing a pleasure. So anything that gives pleasure, no, so osha what doing
It,
attaching quickly and
yeah,
especially
it takes dominance. So,
is something that if you watch it continuously, album say why do you know ebe attached to it until tenacity say
yeah.
oh yeah practice na album say na one scene be a baffle any so.
Yeah. So please, you can. We are not forcing everybody to stop something, but if you want to be there here, then or doing that stuff, you can limit it a little bit. Okay, you have your role, so you cannot say stop doing this by force, please. So if you make Jai Kaka for this practice, I think it will it will be going to be very nice. Yeah. So it's quite interesting. So I think that is nice. The time is already. Identity. Do you want to add something? NC and
And
now
see
you
you
getting
because
okay.
especially these instructions no, is very for them because it's a there's a
Oh,
reason why
okay,
I want to mean and the reason why I want
okay.
to mean and I'm trying to repeat it because so ubetinya ya ni nyina gyina wo so. It's not about there's a reason say a bit me and a bit me. And you say or more mutimi and or you're so special be they are not special. It's just that and your man able boss no they have even say or those things in the cry and yet as much
Yeah,
as or more mutimi right? Into even those or multi and cry, if they can work on some of the things that I'm saying now, or me experiencing this number cost more, right? Into please take the advice na medema and then take it
yeah,
serious because that's the only way I'll be to me I started a year either the bilocation or the
yeah.
projection.
So yeah, I'm fine. So bilocation is just a very simpler way to travel. I know they are very easy. Bilocation is easy. Actually, the projection is easy. And actually, the esoteric word about spiritual whatever is easy. Okay, it was part of the program for them to make it very hard to see. You need to be going to do sort of meditation before some months before you can start to do all this stuff. It's just all part of the whole system, okay? Because you're already enlightened. Everybody is already enlightened. It is just the awareness, okay? Man focus on the 3D, 4D, whatever. It's not about okay, where this, that is going to make you get, or a bunch of meditations going to get you to the fourth dimension, whatever. It's all about perspective. Everything is just a perspective. It's just shifting of pers- pers- perceptions. Okay, how you view the world, how you view the universe to be. That is the only thing we are dealing here. Because we are dealing with states of consciousness. Okay. And consciousness deal with perceptions, how you view it, how you've actually been able to unfold it. So it is just a perspective. So the 3D or the 4D or the 5D, it's just You are just shifting your perspective, keke, how you view things. Oh, Sana say that here. Oh, Sana win it here. Oh, this was how it was. Okay, then when I'm thinking, I need to think in terms of this. This is how I have to be thinking. It's just a perspective. It be oh, Sana me cry and me the same thing as me. So I have to love my neighbor as myself. It's just a shifting of attention, shifting of perspectives, keke. It's not something hard. This thing is already within everybody. We are it. Look, oh, we are not even, this is funny. We are not even trying to get it somewhere. Oh. We are actually it already. That is our true nature. You see the tricks? So it makes us, yeah, we are in the matrix, but our true nature is our true nature. We are not going to leave our true nature. That is who we are. Okay. So what all we need to do is a realization. And realization is just a changing of perspective. Oh, this is how it is. Okay. Oh, okay. And you realize it. Okay. And that is why even the projection, some of us are already doing it already. Okay. It just needs understanding and then how it works. Okay. Yeah. Institute, continue, please.
Yeah, so to bring what I was sharing to an end, Mom no, it's just comprehension. I said mote the yeah nasi.
Yeah.
Ɛnyɛ adeɛ ehu biara, but sɛ woma no yɛ huhuhu ma wo a, then ɛbɛyɛ den ama wo, right? So just try to understand or yɛmfa Black America for brɔfo no, understand what we are dealing with. Try ɛnyɛ biribiara den o, just nya nteaseɛ no. Wonya nteaseɛ no a, ɛte sɛ deɛ wodi fufuo no, de yɛ na yitata aka no. It's just like eating fufu. It's
Yeah.
very,
So
very easy.
let me bring this in. This is a skill. I just said Obi specific yeah, carpenter. This is a skill. This is not supernatural. Let me get down on this. When people start doing this projection or whatever, when you say supernatural and DNA, you need a special some stuff before you do. Now, this is a skill. And it's just the same thing somebody have a skill. So it's me the bomb kunya. The same to do a skill. It is a skill. Ability to travel with your consciousness is a skill you are developing. Okay, it is not something different, be or special than or how it's no. The process of it learning is not different from somebody learning to be a carpentry. It is no difference being it's the same process. Mental changes, mental focus. Oh, it's the same thing. Practicing is the same thing. Okay, there is no space. Look, what we are no is the most powerful, mysterious thing. We are it already. So nothing is mysterious anyway. Whatever we do, whatever everything every skill somebody have, everybody, everything will be so to me project our own home movie as or the mental plane. So be to me here, carpenter, whatever everybody can do is within us already. That is who we are. Okay, it is just a realization, okay. And I was saying it is a skill. So look at it in a skill form, how you are attaining a certain skill. So we'll be a skill be that. Style this that skill no Fabraha. Okay, fine. Change home. How are you going to be come on? Okay, I'm fine. How are you going to practice this daily to enhance on the technique? Okay. It's not something, all this because we are it already. There's no something outside of ourselves. Everything is one. We are all oneness. Right? Yeah, Institute, continue.
Yeah, so all you need to know is practice. If you don't understand, ask questions. And then by asking the questions, no, ubenya understanding, no. When you understanding that, then the next process will be easier. So unti
Yeah.
bibi asi abusa. Me enjoy say a heading. Because again, you basically create that for yourself. And the last thing,
Mm.
vibration. Some of
Mm.
us know a vibration here too low in the sense that we have not come to the realization, say, yeah, so, and we are all one. Very important when you want to do the projection that you have a mindset of seeing yourself as a soul and everybody as a soul. not seeing yourself as a soul, and then ubehu uyonko, ubehu so onu do nipa enti oye wade na ashow, right? It starts from there, and then a bit raise your vibration, amana kosro, because from
Yeah,
that
so
perspective,
institute. Yeah, so you can't raising your vibration. And not just a coffee fine, chili or something. Like people doesn't even know when we say raise your vibration. They think it is something hard to be. Raising a vibration is okay, whatever you think, everything is vibration, energy and frequency. So even your thinking process have a tendency to raise a vibration or to make your vibration go up or to make it low. It's a perspective. When you start to love everybody, you've raised your vibration. Vibration is okay. When you talk about quantum cast, everything vibrates, and our interaction with people is in a form of vibration and energy and frequency. So how we interact with people, how we deal with things, that is when we are saying we to when somebody is saying raise a vibration, raise it in a from the lower aspect of maybe hit, maybe a hit. What time will be dying your man, start to operate from the love. Okay, anything I'm focused, love is the highest vibration. Love everything as yourself. Love this, love that. You okay, you are kind, you are this. That is it. And I'm for friend righteous and kindness, humble, you this, you love everybody. That is it. When you're doing that, you are raising the vibration, your vibration. And that vibration, it creates, I'm sorry, we are dealing with electromagnetic field. Okay. So your thinking process, how you view a human being reflects in your electromagnetic field. For it to be very, very high in vibration or low. Okay. I don't know because raising your vibration. So raising the vibration does not need special techniques. It does not you need don't need to be doing just changing of your mindset because even thinking has to do with vibration and frequency and energy because the universe was created out of light and sound. Okay, we have about the building block of everything is light and sound. Okay, so that is it. So we really need to understand that see, because of raising the vibration, all practices now, no obi time will you are in a very low vibration. Try to let it go. When you are letting it go and loving the person as yourself, you are raising your vibration. And no, I don't know. So we can be no be who you na as a wutri more day or dani man. See, because raise your vibration is living above this all sort of stuff. Okay. Yeah. So I am not this I'm gonna say the idea of the spiritual whatever is simple. The esoteric is simple, but people are making it hard. If I'm obviously the more techniques to raise your vibration. I'm like, what? If everything is vibration, frequency, and energy, and then that is it. Then our thinking process, whatever we do, we need to make it in a higher form of vibration. We're loving and yeah. It is to continue.
yeah. So it starts with seeing everybody as yourself. I think that we cry there. Sorry to say, Bible not kind, and most of the time, Christianity almost what secrets in the but it's as if said they don't dwell on it. Christ said the highest law is to love your neighbor as yourself. The code was not the body now, no, but love your neighbor as the soul. The soul within you is the same as the soul within the person. So you have to
Yeah,
love.
and then for some people's information, the Yeshua or the was studying what you are studying right now. Okay, Odin was in the Arcturian, galaxy. He has name over there, right? He was just learning about this stuff. The master of China, the name is Zadok. Okay, no free, no the act of inner travel civilization. The Yeshua no Timmy reach the mental plane. But there was a whole lot with the Lord of the mental plane, only the Lord of the mental plane, where he goes against the master, no, which is the Zodok. Because that time was Piscean Aiden anyway. That is a whole lot of topic. So he also even learned about this act of projection. Anyway, so maybe we have time to. No, it's not Jesus, Yeshua. And that is not the Jesus in the Bible. That is a whole. Yeah, continue, bro.
Yeah. His name is not Jesus. His actual name was Yeshua. That's what he was giving at the time, to people. But then time, It was in a form. I don't know whether in the Bible or changing it in a code form, but what he was trying to say was to love, because he was seeing no he was seeing everybody as himself. Until no car say I and the Father are one, not because like he's God, but because
Yeah.
he's
So
a soul.
I and my Father are one means every oneness was what was preached over there. The vessel of oneness. There's no separation. So me, I'm the same as Mr. Samuel. I'm saying I'm institute. Institute is me. Okay, so anyway, but the American ones have made the whole Bible. No, that is not the whole Bible. The American ones. So please, I want because you preach Bible. No, but there was actual entity. Okay, but you know what's the whole Bible. Yeah. Anyway, this is to continue. So even on an into the Great White Brotherhood, if people have heard about the Great White Brotherhood, okay, no, he was part of them. The yeah, different topic, and then let's move on to this one. I think. Yes, I'm on for because there will be a confusion. This is continue.
Yeah, so to be able to do the practice, you need that vibration. And so raise a vibration. And see, if you think say you have not recognized your neighbor as yourself, you need to start doing that. Because by just doing that alone, is basically you expressing love. And love is the highest vibration. So automatically, your vibration is gonna go up. And if your vibration is going up now, you'll be able to shift the attention easily because now you are operating on a different level. You are not operating in the 3D construct. You are actually operating what they say the 5D, or you are operating at the soul level, nearly the soul level. And so it makes doing these kind of things very, very easy. So that's what there was more, but some of them are my personal one. The personal one in them I keep it for myself. The a year for you no and so to summarize, for you to be able to see with your mind eye, just start practicing seeing one color at a time, which is any color of the rainbow, and then just use objects. Say, be a red, a red cap, red ball, red shoe, red tree, red fufu, red and quine, all the red. Just try to think about it. And as you think about it, it will create an image. The more you do it, the more that image back, see. It is said, yeah, with when near being, but any as vivid as when near being, but we will start here, baby, right? And then if you can do that and that's still won't mean your bilocation and as a projection, then you're actually operating with a lower vibration. So you're using your emotions too much, or you're using your causal body too much, or drain the past, or you are wondering or worrying about the future too much. And to try and live in the now and then see everyone as yourself. And with these things, those the projection or what we are doing here will be very easy for you to do. It's not manuasi.
Yeah. So yeah, that is it. There's so many. There are different techniques though, but this one is the basic of it all. And they're easy. Bilocation is not, and most of the techniques is based on visualizations though, because that is the secret of it, the whole stuff. Okay. Yeah. That is it. So we are trying to make everything simple explanation. That is it. Okay. So, and that is it. The dimension we are migrating on, no, there has to be no confusion. There have to be no all this stuff. No, it's what you know. So some of us are just, people talk about ancestors, whatever. There's some of us are some of them are the ancestors. Some of the see guys, oh, ancestors and back. Okay, we are all part of them. So yeah, super two, and then the rest, we're all part of them. We came back to do the work. Okay, so but people think the assistant when they come, they need to go and carry the bodia stuff and but when you go say, bro, you are not our sister because you are not going in the way. But every generation, even a being is coming on right now. It depends on the generation. It depends on the energy cycle. It depends on what is needed right now for the people. Okay, because we live in it now. not in the past or in the future. Everything is here and now. The present, the past, everything existing, coexisting. Okay, right now, everything is happening right now. Okay, we'll explain that if people do not understand. Yeah, so a moment the other time, can you more ha and very nice, pa. I'm going to guide them personally. Nanke per se on Friday, no, but time was not there. So please, so how went to me and open because one. So baby, I want a distraction or her. It be any. Also the other time, now the mako say ne ba. And the two se tere so omomba bo mo chen be ye dede. You know, when you do it, it is not going to work because I don't know they are going to distract you. If there is noise at your background, oh okay, now okay, okay. So if you are here, no now baby, I only did the wo ebi a nkura wɔ wo nkyɛn be a TV business, radio business, your mind, your everything is going to wander around those kind of stuff. Okay, so but yeah, try to sell baby. I want is very, very cool. There's no noise, or your silence, kakra. And then I think you are good to go. And then put all your worries into the abyss. We are going forward there. So Queen, I remember Queen. Queen at the power something was not Kaitimi who many more, but most of them are not here. Omenimu show Mary, Sheila, Kobe, Chris, iPhone, Joe. I'm out for Akuma. I don't know because oh okay, okay. I don't know. We need to see the face. No say the ABBA, right. Sonny who say everybody is doing the right thing. Because we don't want to say some of us will be doing it and the others will not be doing it. As are there. Oh, Dream Chaser. Oh, how me Dream Chaser. I don't know if yeah, coffee. There, I think it is going to. But if so, wait my holding for some time. Well, coffee be hard no thing to yet. Was enough when you grab you, right? So please, more how you can just before doing the bilocation, show one crate. I can't see them. Will be a question. Or say okay, I can't get the question. So yeah, so this time is not good for me. Okay, okay. More, if you cannot do it, just listen to it. We are no more. Okay, so yeah, so that is it. So the inner planes is coexisting right now. Um, should one create a sanctuary? Yeah, yeah, yeah. We are going to create. Yeah, we are going to create a sanctuary. I'm going to guide some of you because the other time some of you were not be able to do it. So with the creating of the sanctuary, if your visuals are not good for now, you can use thinking process. Think about it for now. Okay. So I'm going to use Mr. Samoa, which is the seeker. Minimum to the seeker, you can unmute your mic. Institute. Where is institute? Yeah, so if your student is disturbing you, yeah, please don't do it. And yes, I need it. Also more disturbable. So where is institute?
Yeah.
I'm coming. Aha, unmute your mommy. The seeker mommy. Asamoah. Into a moment, me and moon follow the same procedure. Obubusabusa questions and then because will be a kasa, I cannot be doing it. Into a moment, the other time, and you can just follow along and let's see what will happen. Because you cannot leave. I did not do it. I did not do it. I don't understand though. So I'm going to use the seeker. Into more, I'm also going to me and I'm going to guide some of you.
Peter,
Aha.
one,
This is
one, one last information. Upon last one,
okay.
So,
Okay.
most of the time, say, oh yeah, practice no ahumachia, especially
Oh,
between 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. or between 3 and 5. That time, no. So ultimately, sorry now, yeah. You are bound to experience something.
Yeah, so I think the
Every
other time we move our
possibility.
question. Yeah, so let me share the whole thing. So also your solar system, it revolved around a sun. And our sun also revolve around a central sun in the middle of our galaxy. Okay, and so we share the smallest particle, which is atom, revolve around something, which is the nucleus. So every plane, every star system, yeah, and then every galaxy is revolving around something. So also a planet is revolving around the sun. The sun also is revolving around something called the central sun. The central sun is also revolving around a a prime central sun in the middle of our universe, and the whole universe is revolving around something. So always there is something in between. The others is revolving around. So as the planes of existence, is revolving around something. You see the difference. So when that revolution is coming now, it reach a point that the astros, become very closer to the physical. Okay, the lower astron become very closer to the physical because of the revolution now air cosm. I think scientists have been able to prove it. They almost friend said the great attractor. They are saying that the universe is traveling, it's revolving around something where they don't know where it is going. Okay, so within the multiverse, there is an attractable woman. All the multiverse, or the universe is revolving around it. The same way the solar system is revolving around the sun also is revolving around the central sun in the middle of our galaxy. Even atom, the neutrons and the electrons, is revolving around the nucleus. Okay, so that the spiral motion, all the energies, is revolving around something. It also have so as above, so below. Look, as above, so below, not as below, so above. So whatever is going up there is what is happening out here. So the smallest thing, if you even want to understand your whole universe, look at how the physical or the jasas we here. Okay, you see how survival everything is. That is how it is going on in the upper walls. As above, so below, not as below, so above. So that is why we are talking about survival. Yeah, so when you can stand sorry in the 3 o'clock going, yeah, it's very nice. You can get some sort of experience very, very fast. Okay. But as a adapt projector there, you need to be able to be doing it every day or every time, either on a power or whatever it takes, a homachine, or you need to be able to do it anytime. But since I'm all beginning, if you want to add it, that's our time, no, and how maybe I'll call you maybe how wait my sorry 3 o'clock and then you can do it. Okay. Yeah, that is all. Anything I'm for friend the richest hour. I'm that question because the whole thing is how the universe is working. Okay, and you're more the being a nominal creative. Anyway,